Let's say we wanted to create a simple chase with these dimmers here. If we just select them, and then if we go over to shapes and effects, and then shape generator, we can create anything we want. So we can go dimmer movement if these move, which they don't. We can do that on the intimidators. We can change the color on the intimidators or any LED fixtures. Change gobo on the hybrids. The beams, how focused or unfocused it is, and anything else like special macros and stuff. For this, we're just going to go dimmer. I'm going to say dimmer spread. Now you can see it kind of comes on and off at the same time. It's because it's all set to spread 1. So if we set that to a spread of 5, then you can see it goes from left to right. That's because this direction up here is going left to right. If we change it to right to left, it go backwards. If we went to the next page and said outwards, then it will go from inwards to outwards. What we can do with the size here is just turn it down so then it's less intense, or turn it up to 100%, which is what it is by default. The speed here is how quickly it's going. So if you set it to 1 second, which will be 60 beats a minute, it will be quicker. If you set it to 2 seconds, it'll be 30 beats a minute, which is a lot slower. Whatever number you type in, if you just press enter, by default it goes to soft key A, which is seconds. If you click soft key B, it'll be beats per minute. So let's say I wanted it to be 200 beats a minute. You don't actually have to work out how many seconds that is, you just have to click. And to get out of the direction, what you can do is you can just press exit back into this. Now if you press record, then you can record this to a playback. Then press clear. You can exit back out of that, you don't need to be in that anymore. You can play back your shape and effect. This also works on fader. So the higher up, the more intense, and the further down, the less intense. With these intimidators here, you can see that when I turn the intensity up, that these two middle ones are being blocked by the 2 dimmers. So what we can do is we can just bring that forward a little bit, and it shows you the full beam. If we then go back into the wheels set to level, we can then pan and tilt using these attribute wheels, or we can just set it to 50-50, which is straight down in the home position. If we head over to shapes and effects and then say shape generator, create a pan tilt, we can create a circle, which will just go around in a circle, or a figure of 8 really. If we set the spread to 2, then you'll see that the 1 and 3 are doing the same thing, and 2 and 4 are doing the same thing. If we want, we can make it a bit bigger. This size is currently set to 20. If we set it to 30, so that's 3. If we set it to 30, then it'll be a little bit bigger. Also slow it down a little bit if we want. Then to record that again, it's just record and then hit the playback. Now because there wasn't any intensity information saved on this, if we bring that fader down and then just try and play that, you'll see nothing actually happens. When we put the intensity up, you can see it is actually just moving without any light on. We just quickly move on to the pitch rolls here. You can see that's currently facing us, it's quite bright. If we go and just record that dimmer to a playback, then you'll be able to see, if we just turn it up a little bit, you can see the individual pixels which were recorded earlier. If we go to set these as just a plain colour, plain white, then what we can do is we can go shapes and effects, shape generator, create a colour. We can say rainbow, which would just be RGB. Turn the brightness up a little bit so you can see it a bit better. We can say run on subfixtures, which is the elements. Currently it's running it on the subfixtures, but all as a spread of 1. We set the spread to 20, and you can see it runs along like so. And then to just record that again, it's just record, click playback. And then that'll work like so.